Hey everyone, welcome. It's Jav here from Medieval Mirage. It's great to have your company. Okay, before you, I've just got here I've just quickly made a collage and printed it out for myself, just using some of my medieval fragments, and I think there's a bit of medieval scribe in there. But the reason why I wanted to do this, and some of these things have been cut out, is because I wanted to show you something very exciting. Okay, so now this is from one of my medieval medley collection kits. Can't remember offhand exactly which one this is from, but I'll have it in the description box anyway. Now, I'm just trying to get this to focus, so I'm having a bit of trouble doing that. It's being very difficult. Anyway, the reason why I'm showing you this, I'm not sure if this will pick this up, but you'll be able to see, hopefully, a little bit of gold. Okay, and you all know how much I'm in love with using metallic gold watered down acrylic paints, spraying it everywhere. Watch out. That's me. Okay, now for some reason I went ahead and did another one of these before I did this one, but for some reason I can't find it. It's so tiny. I don't know what I did. It happens sometimes. So anyway, I thought, oh dear, I better do this again, and I wanted to assure you that you can use this on inkjet printers. This is in there. So this, I only have an inkjet printer that's color. I have got a laser printer that's black and white, but I've only got an inkjet printer for color. This was sprayed with watered down metallic paint, and it didn't do anything to it. In fact, it has actually enhanced the picture and made it even more authentic looking. Like, you know, it's something that you would probably see in a medieval manuscript. It's just come out so spectacularly, and I'm just so excited to be sharing this with you, because we have talked a lot about, oh, don't use inkjet printers because, or no, inkjet printed papers that you've already got an image on, because if you spray it with water, you're going to run into problems. Well, I haven't. So what we're going to do is we're going to do an experiment. As you know, I love doing my little experiments. Okay. So before you, so this came from, where was it? It could have been here or up there. I can't remember now. Oh no, I was using that for something else. Sorry, it came up from here. So this isn't, the collage isn't in my kit, in my store. It's, I've just got different portions of it because I needed to do a tutorial with that, so I just did that for myself. But like I said, if you're interested, I'll have the kits listed in the description box below. Alright, so now, I'm just wondering if the reason why people, oh sorry, these are just, this is going to be for another project I'm going to show you. So this is metallic, coffee stained and metallic gold sprayed, watered down acrylic paints, as we, as you know, with coffee. So I sprayed it with coffee, or dunk it in coffee, and then I sprayed it with the gold. Okay, so going back to this, now one of the things that could be why this has just worked out so beautifully, it's absolutely stunning. I'm so thrilled with the effects with that. So it could be the paper that's being used. So we will do an experiment in just a moment, but this paper here that I'm using is 180 GSM. It's matte paper. It's only one-sided, so the back of this, it's photography paper. So the back of this, you know, doesn't give you a sharp image. It's more very vintage and a bit faded. But this is the right side. In other words, this is the side it's meant to be printed on. So it's matte paper, it's photography paper, and it's 180 GSM. I don't know what it is in other values. You might have to just type that into Google and get a figure. But anyway, so what we're going to do, oh, that's what I was going to say, I'm sorry. What I was going to say was that it could be the quality of paper that is affecting an inkjet printed page that you want a coffee stain, or like I'm going to do, I'm going to be spraying this with watered down acrylic metallic gold paint. So that may be something for you to experiment with if you've only got an inkjet printer, because I bet you would love to be using it, but you're afraid to. So let me step in there and do it for you, and then you can have the confidence to try it out yourself. Alright, so here we go. I'm giving it a really good shake because we want that gold to really go in with the water. Just going to move that over there for the time being. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray it just on this side here. I'm not going to do this side, I'm just going to do this side here. So here we go. I am very tempted to go over on that side, but there we go. And I've done it very heavy-handedly. And yeah. Now, one thing I am going to do as well is I'm just going to dab a little bit of the excess so it doesn't run in anywhere else. And yeah, just a little bit like that. Because why not? Okay. So we'll be back with the results with that one. And yeah, so let's just zoom in a little bit. So basically I've just saturated that side over there, as you saw. And while I'm looking through the viewfinder, what I might do is just here, there's just a bit of excess there. Okay, so there it is. Okay, well I can't actually see anything horrible happening yet. It might kind of blur the image a little bit, but it could have done that a bit there. But as far as I can see, so far so good. The integrity of the picture or the image, oh sorry, I was out of frame there. So I was just pointing here. It could have just sort of blurred or blended a little bit more. The ink on the inkjet printer page might have just blurred a little bit here. I'm not sure. I wasn't really paying much attention. But anyway, the point of this exercise is we're going to come back once this is all dried and see the results. So everyone, thank you so much for coming to my show and share, and as usual, I wish you all very well, and please take care. Thank you. Bye. Hey everyone, it's me again, Jar from Medieval Mirage. Welcome. I do appreciate your visit today, and I hope you're doing well. Okay, so I'm here to show you the results of using watered down acrylic metallic gold paint, watered down in a spray bottle. And most of you would know by now that's my absolute go-to with my coffee brew, heavy coffee brew, and my water. I mean, they're really the tools of the trade to create something really pretty, old, and unique. So I haven't used any coffee with this, but as I was telling you, I was going to experiment to see what would happen on inkjet printed paper, because there's, you know, talk of it, you know, compromising the print. So I'm just wondering whether that could be because of the type of paper that is used. So I'm using photography paper, and it's 180 GSM. It's matte, and personally it didn't do anything to it except just make it even more exciting, more historical looking, by just adding that gold spray on it. So let's have a close-up. Let's have a close-up. Alright, so there you go. Now this is the side that wasn't sprayed, and this is the side that was. And I think it looks okay. So I wanted to assure you that if you've got good paper, good quality paper, and you do have an inkjet printer, and you do want to go ahead and, you know, throw on something that's wet, why not give it a try? Because it's exciting. Especially going for that medieval theme, or Renaissance theme, anything that's historical, throwing on a bit of that gold onto your papers. And as I was saying before, like, this is my medieval medley, from my medieval medley series collection in my Etsy store, so I'll have that in the description box, but check it out. It's absolutely glorious, and it hasn't compromised the printing at all, not one iota. So I thought maybe it might have kind of a little bit there, but I don't think so. I think that's just the way that I had it at the start, when I had thrown a digital collage together for myself, for a project. So yeah, there you go. So I'm going to put that down now. Just bear with me. Thank you for bearing with me trying to get this back. So I'm trying really hard to make sure it is in focus. Alright, so let's now, so that's just the little tiny one that I showed you previously, so I'll just put that aside. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to spray the other side. And what I'm also going to do with this, let's just make sure, right, okay, beautiful. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray this side now. So we've already done that side. But I'll just shift it around so that you can just see how pretty it looks with the gold when you're going for that historical look. Okay, so I'm giving it a really good shake. So this is just any metallic gold acrylic paint should be fine. I have had to water this one down quite a bit that I've got at the moment. It's quite a thick consistency when it comes out in the tube. So will this work? And it's not going to work. Okay, sometimes holding it horizontal. Oh, wrong one. Ooh. Oh dear. That's oh well, that's quite good really. I'll just spray it somewhere else just to get it that fine spray. Okay. Alright, so that's quite a lot. It was on the wrong end of the nozzle, but you know what? I actually love it. But I'll dab it off because we want to do a what do we want to do? We want to do a test run. Okay, my brain is asleep. I'll just dab a bit there. Such a shame to let it go to waste. Okay, So, sorry about that, everyone. Check your nozzles before you go ahead and do anything. Yeah, there you go. All right, so this should be a bit finer now. Yeah, that's better. All right, so we'll go over here as well, like that. Okay, so I'll be back with the results for this one, and I do apologize that the nozzle was not the right, the nozzle wasn't set up properly. But anyway, you can always go dabbing away at it if this ever happens to you. But you know what? I don't mind, because I just love the effect it creates. So let's have a look. Yeah, no, that's looking good. All right, so in saying that, we have got a little bit of coffee. Okay, so this is a little bit of a coffee brew, and let's just go in a little bit down at the bottom here. Okay, just a little bit. Let it do its thing. All right, and we'll have a look at that afterwards when I come back and this is all dry, and we'll have a look at the results. Okay, everyone, so just always be mindful of your nozzles when you're spraying. Don't do what I just did and completely shoot the thing. I shot it at it rather than sprayed it. But you know what? I actually don't mind that it's come on quite thickly on this page, because like I was saying to you before, this is historical looking papers. This is medieval, Renaissance, so Dark Ages, Byzantium even, if you would like. Whatever history you love and how you interpret it, this is about poetic license, you know. And that's why I've named my designs, my designing in our shop, Medieval Mirage. In other words, you know, we're living in the modern day world, so we want to kind of blend a bit of the modern with the old world. So it's a mirage in the sense, an illusion or an essence of past and beautiful papers that, you know, has made our history what it is in the bookbinding world and in the journaling world. I mean, they were the leaders. They set the pace. They set the stage for what we have today. Even if we're in a digital world, we're still loving that physical, tactile approach to things. So that's it from me, everyone, and I will be back to show you the results. Hey everyone, I'm back again. It's still not actually quite dry yet, but I'm absolutely loving the results. I'm absolutely loving the results. In fact, this bit here looks a bit darker in the viewfinder, this bit here. But actually in reality, it's not that dark at all. It's just only because it's still a bit damp. But I'm letting you know, oh my goodness, it is working a treat. So you'll remember we put some coffee stain, we sprayed some coffee brew, heavy coffee brew there. It hasn't actually compromised the integrity of the picture at all, the image. In fact, I feel I'm doing a little bit of that darkening there, and of course the heavy hit or shot of acrylic metallic watered down paint gold is really taken that medieval look to the next level. So if you're wanting to do a medieval field journal, then definitely go for it with the images like the which are in my shop, the medieval medley collection. There's a few. The preview panes will show you what's in each image, but I've just picked a few random ones here and just put them in a collage form for myself. But and just printed them out. But what I wanted to say was, just here what I've done is because I was so excited about this bit here, over here what I've done is I've just gone into it in with this again with my heavy duty coffee spray. But what it's actually done is it's highlighted the gold. It's actually activated the gold. It's quite incredible, really. I can't actually believe how exciting this is, because I really went into it quite heavily, just sprayed it, and then I damped it down, and it's really brought out the gold. It activated the gold and made it kind of swarm and into a pool, and it's come out like that. It's quite remarkable. So I'm just letting you guys know that Inkjet printed images on good photography paper. Okay, it may not work on all photography paper. It's about experimenting. But yeah, good photography paper, and the results are quite astonishing, really astonishing. So I'm so glad I had the courage to just give it a go. But yeah, so I don't know if this will pick up, but it feels like I'm holding a real manuscript from the Middle Ages. I'm telling you, it is amazing, just amazing. So we'll come back when this is totally dry. This is still a bit damp, but all I did was coffee stain that bit there. So while I'm with you then, let's do a little bit again. Where shall we go? I'm thinking, did I spray a bit of gold at the top? I did a little bit there. How about if we just do a little tab of the... So that's all I did with this one, okay? And then I just kind of dabbed it a bit like so, and just left it. And within moments, it just pulled up the gold that was there, and it's just kind of amplified. That's the word. It's amplified the gold. It's quite remarkable how it just amplified that gold there. So I don't know if it'll do the same here, because there are bits of the gold underneath that, so it may even do that. But I think it might be doing it. Actually, I think it is. I'm just seeing it now. It's kind of lifting up the gold underneath it, and it's just making it more shimmery. It's amazing, I'm telling you. Gold and metallic, watered down metallic acrylic gold paint and coffee. Oh my goodness, they love each other. They go together. It's really beautiful. So if you're after a real kind of antique, historical, medieval, Renaissance, Byzantium, whatever history you love, throw your coffee and your golds together. Honestly, they do work together magically. It's a marriage of a marriage of magic. Because look at that, you can see it now, can't you? You can see how it's just basically transforming the gold. It's brought the gold that was, you know, sprayed there. It's kind of combined it, because this has got no gold in it at all. It's just pure coffee, as I showed you. So there you go, everyone. The marriage of coffee, a heavy coffee brew, and metallic acrylic paint, gold watered down, and it is magic. It's a marriage of magic. And when you actually look, especially this page here, because it's very manuscript looking, it really feels like, you know, it's come from the Middle Ages and someone has been doing their painting and their gold leaf effect there. Alright everyone, I'll be back to show you when this is finally dry. So just remember, this is Inkjet printed images. This is inkjet printed, and the water and the coffee has not affected it at all. Not really, not at all. It hasn't compromised it. I'm just dabbing away at some of the little bits of the coffee that are tiny, but it hasn't. In fact, what it's done, it's made it even feel far more exciting than just a plain page. So that's just with watered down acrylic paints and watered down and a coffee brew. And it's a very heavy coffee brew. So what I'm thinking is that because I have done coffee staining on digital papers, and I do it on the back of it rather than on the actual page because it does leak through. But maybe it's all about the papers. So like I said, just remember, this is 180 GSM. It's matte paper and it's photography paper, and it is on the better side of the paper because this is double-sided. It's not double-sided, my apologies. It's only one-sided paper. So on the best side of that paper, that absolute crisp white, this is just wonderful. So I hope that's given hope to those who only have inkjet printers. If you want to just give your papers something special, then do go for it, especially the watered down acrylic metallic gold paint in a spray bottle. Oh my goodness, you are not going to be disappointed. It is a dream. It's so worth giving it a go. Alright everyone, thank you so much for coming to my show and share. I'll be back, but in the meantime, please take care. Alright everyone, I'll see you in a moment or when this is all dry. Thank you, bye. Hey everyone, it's me again. So these are just the results from using the watered down acrylic metallic gold paint, which I showed you I sprayed onto these papers, and the effects are remarkable. So yes, you can use your inkjet printer. If it's on good quality paper, you can spray it with a metallic paint or even with your coffee brew. So this is where we put the coffee brew there, a bit there, a bit there, and a bit here. And in fact, all it's done is it's just made the gold spray kind of conglomerate together and make a big patch. But over here, it's kind of given it a really kind of vintage touch, a little bit more intense. So absolutely stunning results with that. In fact, I think I went over this a bit with a bit of gold paint as well. So yes, it is worth using metallic gold sprays and a bit of coffee on your inkjet printed papers or images that you wish to put in your journals, and just add a bit of that glamour of gold. Now if I go up close and personal, you'll see why it feels and looks like a manuscript, like an authentic medieval manuscript. It really takes it to that next level. So I hope this is coming up okay. I'm going to just move it around. I'm just trying to get the focus right. Okay, so basically that's how it looks, and it's just fantastic. So this is, I've just used an inkjet printer, and this is what I've achieved, and it has not compromised the image by any means. I'm sorry if I'm going out of focus. It's a bit hard to do it when you're trying to move it around so that you can also see the effects. If I take it back a bit maybe, so There we go. Okay, so that should hopefully give you confidence. I'll just put it down to just try it out yourself with your. Sorry, I just kicked the tripod. So for those of you that have got inkjet printers and are worried about throwing on something that's watered down, there you go. And so because I'm into the medieval kind of period, or the Renaissance, Byzantium, or anything historical, throwing on a spray of gold, watered down metallic gold paint, really makes it feel like you are leafing through a medieval book, an illuminated manuscript book. So it really is stunning. I'll just keep flicking it around so that you can see, but it is quite gloriously glamorous. Yeah. All right, everyone, thank you so much for coming to my show and share, and I really appreciate your company. I hope you've enjoyed this and it's given you confidence to use your inkjet printed images, but you've got to make sure it's on good quality paper. I think that's the secret to it. All right, everyone, take care, and I'll see you next time on my show and share. Thank you. Bye.